Hi, Auntie.
Hello.
So how did you first hear this story? Like, how did it come up?
I've been trying to remember, but I know I was maybe 7 or 8. And do you know how Grandpa would just tell stories?
Yeah.
He just told me the story.
Also, Crees didn't have gendered pronouns, so this character that we're going to talk about, like, we don't know if it would have been he or she, and like, we don't know how they thought of their gender, or even if they felt that they had a gender.
I thought I'll just interchange he and she, much like Grandpa would do because his first language was Cree. The story begins with a young child. She was running across the wide open prairies, and we don't know where this child came from or where this child is going. And what struck me is that she was all alone. And she comes to various camps, and the people always take him in and offer food and clothing and always offer a place to stay. And the child always says no and keeps on going. And with every camp, he learns more stories. So as she journeys through the prairies, when she gets into a camp, they say, "Oh, so what news? What stories have you heard?" And so he will sit with them and tell stories. And these stories are really valued because everybody's curious, right? Like, who are the people that live over the hill? What are they doing? What new things are they talking about? And so gradually over the years, this young child grows and continues to move from camp to camp, from tribe to tribe. Sometimes he sleeps alone under the trees. One day she comes to a tattered old teepee. From the teepee comes this old lady, and she's in rags, and she motions to him, "Come and sit with her." The child, by this time he's probably a tween, is tired. So the old lady is very kind and offers her a place to sleep overnight. The next morning, she wakes up and the old lady is gone. But by her mat is this beautiful dress. The child, having barely any clothes, puts the dress on and goes on her journey across the prairies. And every time she tells stories and she learns new stories, the dress grows bigger and bigger and bigger. Eventually, the child is no longer a child, the child has grown up. Every time she's coming towards camp, people know that she's coming because the dress is so long it's raising up a cloud of dust. And the kids run out from the camp and they climb onto the dress and they get a ride into camp. And everybody comes to greet Woman Dress. That is how this person comes to be known as all over the plains. One summer, Woman Dress goes to the Cypress Hills. It's where all the plains people come together to trade. They're trading stories, they're trading technology. They sit together and they go, we should honor the storytellers like Woman Dress, because Woman Dress brings to us important news and really interesting stories. And let's agree that we won't kill the storytellers. With a traditional story, there's no ending. The story continues to this day.
How do you think Grandpa came to know this story?
In his growing up, there were people who hunted the buffalo, who were still alive and still telling the stories.
And you wanted to do something with that story at one point, right? And he was kind of reluctant. Why do you think that was?
I think he was kind of embarrassed to talk openly about a two-spirited person like Woman Dress. I think it was the influence of Christianity.
What do you think Woman Dress would be doing if they were like here now in contemporary times?
Probably traveling the world, telling stories. As long as we tell the stories, they'll live.